Assalamu alaikum, dear friends, how are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, all of us want to make our day as productive enough. We want to get the things done on proper time in a proper manner. We want to raise our capacity and capability. That is all fine. And we are going to speak about this subject today. How can we do that? There are certain things which needs to be done, which needs to be taken care of, and these certain things, if done in a proper manner, if done with a keen interest, if practiced with a keen interest, I believe that it is so powerful, so important that it can somehow make our life much better, make our days much better. We will be able to accomplish far better, we will be able to live far better. So these are the seven things. I think each one of us need to know it, each one of us need to practice it. First of all, it is the physical exercise as well as the meditation and the mindfulness. The mindfulness, the meditation, the physical practice. So the three of these things for few minutes only. It takes few minutes only to do certain physical exercises, to do the mindfulness and to do the meditation. The three of these things, that is called exercise of the mind and exercise of the body. So that is the number one thing. Refresh your mind and refresh your body by the mindfulness, by the meditation, by the physical exercise. Now, the second is that is practicing self care. Take care of yourself because everybody is busy in their own pressing problems and priorities, but we need to take care of ourselves. If at all we don't take care of ourselves, I think no one else is going to be to do that. Once we were the babies, our parents used to take care of ourselves, and now once we are grown up, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our parents as well. But as far our own self care is concerned, it is primarily my own, and it is, since I called it self care, so I think it is my and your our own basic responsibility. We cannot afford to ignore it at all. So now the third thing which we need to practice is that is continuous learning. Learn new piece of information, new knowledge, new skill, and learn something new to raise your capability, to enhance your capability. Keep learning. Always there should be at least one thing. Always there should be at least one thing which we are seen learning, adopting, practicing, so that we are equipping ourselves, we are becoming more and more competent. And now the fourth is that is master your mindset. How can we do that? Is it possible? Yes, it is very much possible. It is possible with a positive affirmation. The positive affirmation, whatever good and positive, whatever very positive, whatever very motivating, we read it, we listened it, or we have created it. I think that we need to write it. We need to write it in the mind and the heart, and we need to keep repeating all that many times a day, and with enough emotional force, with quite a lot of enthusiasm. I think if at all we are doing this thing, it will keep going into our conscious and the subconscious mind. And once it does enter into our subconscious mind, I think we will become a happier, a jubilant, and a competent person. So that fourth thing is master their mindset. And now the fifth is set goals, review goals, adjust goals, the realistic goals. Set the realistic goals, set the review these realistic goals, and adjust these realistic goals. That is also very important. And this is the fifth out of the seven. The fifth item out of the seven is set realistic goals, keep reviewing these realistic goals, Keep adjusting these realistic goals, and that is the fifth out of the seven. Now the sixth is learn to delegate, learn to outsource, because everything else cannot be done with our own self. So for all that reason, I think it is important, if at all something is trivial, something is unimportant, and something it takes a lot of time of our, I think it is far better to delegate it. Or if at all we don't have the relevant skill in this case too, either we don't have the relevant skill and we need to delegate it to the right sort of people, or because it is too much time consuming, and if at all it is easier to do, but it is quite time consuming. For that purpose, I want to focus, I want to concentrate upon my own important task. Now the seventh and the last is having a to-do list all the time. Having a to-do list all the time, and these to-do list actually, and keep making, keep adding, keep deleting items in your to-do list. Always carry the to-do list, and some of the items should be either because these are no longer needed, or because it has been done, we need to delete it, we need to erase it, or we need to keep adding the new items which are needed to be done. And once we do